Imagine you're taking a walk through your neighborhood park with your friends on a cool, sunny day. You pass by your neighbor and their dog taking one of their daily walks. You pass by the playground and a sparkling fountain, when all of a sudden, you start to hear some unusual sounds of splashing and birdsong. As you follow these strange sounds into a cluster of trees, the air seems to get warmer. And the closer you get to the sound, the more the trees begin to change into a dense jungle. You push past a large bush, only to stumble into a wild animal meeting. You look in amazement at a giant giraffe, a sly alligator, a happy hippo, and a wise-looking elephant with a chipper toucan on its back. You can hardly believe your eyes, and just then you hear your friends calling you back to the neighborhood park you just knew. You'll have to tell them all about the fantastic jungle animals you've just seen. Luckily, today we will be learning how to sculpt one of these jungle animals out of clay. Would you like to learn how to make a giraffe? The supplies you'll need are 1 foil giraffe structure, 2 pre-baked giraffe eyes, and 1 block of orange, yellow, beige, brown, black, and white clay. To start, take 1 stick of yellow clay and a smaller amount of brown clay and mix completely. Flatten out your new brown and yellow clay and apply to your giraffe's foil structure until it's totally covered with clay. Once it's covered, make sure to smooth where needed. Start making balls of varying sizes out of brown clay and press all over your giraffe's body. Make sure to flatten them out into irregular shapes to mimic the markings of a giraffe. For your giraffe's hooves, mix a stick of brown with a smaller amount of black clay. Roll your new dark brown clay into 4 small balls. Then, using 1 finger, roll each ball into a small worm and wrap each of your worms around each foot of your giraffe. To make your giraffe's horns, make 2 tiny balls out of black clay and flatten them into the tops of the 2 horn shapes on your giraffe's head. The next step is making your giraffe's tail. Make about 15 small, thin lines out of black clay. Apply each thin line onto the end of your giraffe's tail. And now to make your giraffe's face. Flatten out a ball of beige clay and use it to cover the end of your giraffe's snout. Make a small worm out of white clay and place underneath the snout to create some teeth. Take a toothpick and press a line down the center of your giraffe's snout. Then place a small flattened ball of beige clay underneath your giraffe's teeth. Make 2 small balls out of beige clay and place them on either side of the line you just created. Then, poke a hole in each little ball with a toothpick to create the nostrils. Take 2 more small balls of beige clay, roll them into worms, bend them in the middle, and place on either side of your giraffe's smile. Make a small worm out of brown clay and place down the middle of your giraffe's face. Then, place 2 small flattened balls of brown clay on either side of the brown worm. Take your pre-baked eyes and place on top of the brown circles. Then, make 2 more slightly bigger balls out of your brown and yellow clay. Roll them into fat teardrop shapes, flatten them, and press onto either side of your giraffe's head. Roll 2 small balls of yellow clay into worms. Bend them slightly and place above your giraffe's eyes. Then make 4 tiny worms of both brown and black clay and place in an interchanging pattern on each ear. Then make 4 longer worms of brown and yellow clay and place along the outsides of the ears. For the final step, roll 2 tiny balls of black clay into worms and place above your giraffe's eyes to give it some eyebrows. And now you've made your very own giraffe!